I got Family Feud. In 2009, the book came out. In 2012, the talk show came out. I'm telling you, this woman got in the hole and built this with me. She didn't steal nothing.
Game to win. Game hard.
What's going on, y'all? Nick here, coming to you with another video. Check this out, y'all. As a YouTube creator, I've learned a long time ago that there's a huge difference between reporting the news and gossip. You see, a lot of times YouTube creators would, in the name of trying to catch a trend, trying to become viral, they will present to you information and present it as news, but it's nothing short of just plain old gossip. You see, here's the thing, right? There are so many content creators out there. I'm sure you've seen it all, where people would like to talk about Steve Harvey and they would like to say he's a simp. And I'm assuming that a lot of it has to do with his statements such as this.
That's what's wrong with this generation today. These young boys today, what do she bring to the table? The hell you mean, man? What do your ass bring to the table? You got a woman that can come to the table that can make another you. What else she need to slide up to the table with? What about your job? What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible? Do you know that it's our job to take care of a woman and some children, to have a family? That's our damn job.
So as you can see in that clip, right, you obviously have a lot of people that have come against Steve Harvey, and they pretty much have called him a simp because he refused to hold women, modern women in particular, accountable. You know, I personally am one of those people that believe that statement, the statements you just heard, are very simpish. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do believe that is beta male characteristics all day. But here's what fundamentally you need to understand, right? Irregardless of what I believe of Steve Harvey, the last thing I'm gonna do as a man, especially as a man of the Most High, a child of the King, I'm never going to, out of my personal dislike or because of my personal disagreement with someone, run to gossip and period point blank tale-bearing and slandering of one's character. I mean, that is totally beneath me, and that's totally beneath any character, any person who believes or claims to be a child of the King. All right. Here are just some verses I would like to share with you guys. All right. Right. You have here in Proverbs 26, and I'm gonna start at verse 20. All right. Check this out real quick. It says, "Where no wood is, there the fire goeth out. So where there is no talebearer, the strife ceases." Think about how strong that statement is. You see, in other words, wood is one of the fuels necessary for fire to continue. If you don't have wood, the fire can't continue. So they saying that if there is no talebearer, somebody who's quick to gossip, quick to slander, strife, contention is going to cease. Right? Think about how strong that statement is. If you jump down to 22, it says, "The word of a talebearer are as wounds. They go down into the innermost parts of the belly." Now, again, think about that, guys. I'm sure many of you have a whole bunch of friends or so-called friends who have given you deep and deeply rooted and severe wounds. Why? Because they slander your name, they defame their character, and when people engage in such heinous activity, it causes you to totally lose your trust in them altogether, right? This is what you call spiritual loss, my people. So again, here we are because there's so much rumors about Steve Harvey and his wife potentially cheating on him with the butler or whatever nonsense. People were just rushing to slander this guy. Why? Because they already think he's a simp. They already can't stand the man. So now all they want to do is just defame his character. Right? But I'm telling you guys, you see, such activity is very cowardly. Why don't people just actually wait for actual evidence? And truth be told, let me even take that back. I'm not waiting for anything. Truth be told, I would actually hope that many times the information that I present is actually false. That's why a lot of times I might stick to actual, real concrete evidence, like video footage. And even then, that could be a lie nowadays with all the AI that's going on. But wait for actual concrete evidence to come forth before just running to social media and trying to defame someone's character. So now here's what's so crazy, because here we have to hear from here we get to hear from the proverbial horse's mouth ourselves. Check out what Steve Harvey had to say for himself.
The woman I married is a good woman. She the best thing ever happened to me. She's God-fearing, she's loyal, she's faithful, and she's a kind and loving person. I don't care what nobody says. And y'all quit talking about she was in my other marriage and ruined it. She didn't. She was nowhere around that. My marriage, I got divorced in 2005. My marriage was over when the Kings of Comedy was out. Y'all ain't know that though, did you? It was over then. It wasn't worth a quarter then. It took us this long to get to the divorce. That's when the official paperwork came out. But in 2005, let me hip you to something. I had nothing. I lost the radio show we were on in LA on March 23rd, and I lost the only TV show I had May 10th. May 23rd, I lost the radio show, and May 10th, I lost the TV show. Steve Harvey had no money. Got with Marjorie again, New Year's Eve, met her, talked to her. She was with her kids in Hawaii. We got together in 2006. We had nothing. She didn't marry into no lap of riches. I had nothing. When I asked her to marry me at the end of 2006, and then she said she wanted to get married in 2007, I told her too soon. I got to get some stuff together. She said, what? I said, baby, I ain't really got nothing. I'm trying to build. She said, I'm going to get in there and build with you. We got married in 2007. Do you know what I was doing in 2007? Nothing. We had four stations in 2005. 4. We built this. All of us built this. We had 4 stations. We turned this into something. But that woman got down in that foxhole with me and turned this into something. In 2007, we got married. In 2008, we found out that somebody had stolen 7 years of my tax returns. I ain't gonna mention no name. And we owed the government $22 million and we in debt. But then guess what? She stayed with me in that. Then guess what? In 2009, I got Family Feud. In 2009, the book came out. In 2012, the talk show came out. I'm telling you, this woman got in the hole and built this with me. She didn't steal nothing. And I'm tired of y'all talking about my girl. Because my girl is one of the best women I've ever met. And why you black ass people out there got these blogs like you just gonna destroy somebody, I don't really know what that's about. But don't worry about it, because it ain't working. Because all we are now, we are a tighter two-handed circle. Thank you for doing that. And you're not gonna split us up. And we're not going nowhere. And she is none of what you said she is. And she the best chick I know. Now I'm defending her.
Now, you heard it from Steve himself. And let me just say this, right, you guys? Let me just say this very clear, right? Again, I'm 100% all for it. I truly am. Again, I do believe that some of the things that Steve Harvey have said in times past is very detrimental, especially to the state and condition of women today. I never really appreciated how he came out with that book, How to Be a Woman, how to act like a woman but think like a man. I think that thing is all BS. I think it only just promotes that very individualistic mindset that a lot of feminist women carry today. But irregardless of that, me not agreeing with everything that this man said, that doesn't mean that I should be a hater and jump to the gossip mill and start slandering his character. Has he said some very simpish, stuff in times past? Yes, absolutely. And I still don't take that back. However, this man is content with his woman So leave the man and his woman alone. Why are you guys so infatuated with just running to defaming his character? So he said he doesn't know what it's about. I'm gonna tell you what it's about, Steve. Jealousy. These people are jealous because you out here grinding. You actually made it for yourself, and these people are still broke as shit. And the only way they can get any type of clout is to talk about people such as yourself and try to defame them so that they could become viral or they could start trending. It's actually very shameful. No, again, I don't need to agree with everything that Steve Harvey says. Nobody is perfect. But I 100% understand where this man is coming from. If he said he came from nothing and his woman was with him in the trenches, helping this man build, what is so wrong with that? And here y'all are trying to make, I forget her name, but his wife seemed to be some type of thought or 3 or 4, or she's only there for the money. I mean, why y'all bringing his wife in the situation? That's very cowardly. I just don't get it. I never will. As somebody who's actually been homeless with his wife, I'm gonna tell you straight up, I 100% respect any man who's with a woman that is there with him in the trenches. That's not there being a gold digger. She actually is there to support you and help you build. I mean, especially in a world where we have a whole bunch of fake friends. You know how hard it is to find quality friends? If you have somebody who's 100% on your side, do not be trying to kick them to the curb. Don't try to divorce with them or part ways. Stick around with them. Because it's hard to find true friends. I'm telling you guys that right now. But going on Steve Harvey, man, I respect the brother. I may not agree with everything, but I respect the brother. And I'm glad that he came out. Hopefully you guys receive this message. Stop running to gossip and being a talebearer. Anyway, with that being said, Nick over and out. The message said, Jesus is King, y'all.